Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Happy FIFA Day, everyone. Today is officially October 6th, so it is the launch of FIFA 21. So today we're going to be bringing to you a La Liga starter squad. We're going to be going with a 4-4-2. And so, as a lot of you can see from the launch of the game, we're getting a general idea as to what we need in every single position. So we're able to make a better and better squad each and every time. So, starting off as striker, we're going with Morales up top. He has, as you can see, 4-star, 4-star. That is rare for a striker in this game, I feel. He's got 86 pace with 78 shooting, is plenty high enough. And of course, the 4-star, 4-star really does help. So we're going to throw him at the left striker. He's our first player of this team. Now the second one is going to be Aspas. He is another somewhat pacey forward. He has 3-star, 4-star, so he's got the 4-star weak foot, but not quite the skills. He is going to be a card that you're going to need to throw a little bit of pace on, but if you'd like, you can use him as a somewhat of a hold-up or like a drop-back false 9 in a sense, even though there's really not a number 9 in this team. So we're going with Morales and Aspas as your front two strikers. Reminder, this is going to be around a 50,000. I think it ended up being like 54,000 coins. So off the left, this is where it gets a little expensive, is in the wingers here. We're going with Christian Tello off the, if I can type it in here. Christian Tello, he's not the most expensive card in the squad, but you know, you take him and you throw something like a dead eye on him to get his shooting and passing up. His pace is already plenty high enough, so it's not too bad. Off the right, we're going with Portu. He is going to be one of the somewhat more expensive cards in this squad. It's going to be the same thing. It's just the only reason he's one of the more expensive ones is because there really aren't many pacey options off the wing. I mean, as you can see, everyone's basically got, he's 85 pace and below. So if you're looking for a bit more of a budget option, he's an option as well. But other than that, there's really not a ton of options that have pace. And as you guys know from my previous videos, I do like pace on my wings. So in the midfield, we are going, I'm not going to do that. We're going to search because we know who we're getting. Canales in the midfield. It gives you a decent balance. If you throw like a catalyst or something on him, it'd be a good balance for a not box-to-box midfielder, but on a 4-4-2, you'd like for your center attacking mids to have some sort of defensive ability. So you do like a catalyst on him, he's going to have a good chunk more pace and some good passing. The next player we're going to go with is Marino in the right center mid, and of course, I don't know if you guys have seen already, but there is a defensive midfielder in this game, Lorente. He's an outrageously expensive card, but he is worth every coin. I've used him a little bit just trying out some players for this squad. He is unbelievable. You throw something just to get his defensive up a little bit, maybe a passing. I don't really think you need to put much on his pace if you're using him as a DM. But if you can afford him, by all means do it. But this is a starter squad, so is a bit out of the price range. So we're going to go with Marino at the right center mid, and that completes our midfield and front two. And before we get onto the back line here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps the channel immensely. So onto the back line. We're going with Yuri Berchiche at the left back. Not a ton of options at left back. I'll throw a couple up here. Not a ton. Alba's going to be one of your only options. I mean, Regulon's going to be extinct. You're going to need some pace. Alex Moreno was another option we looked at, but defensively just didn't quite see it. And for not that many more coins, -6 pace, drop up a +10 in defensive, it was worth it. So we're going with Yuri Berchiche in there at left back. Going to right back, we have Navas. He is one of the, I think, second most expensive cards that we can get in this team. But again, there's not a ton of other options. Nothing really has a ton of pace. I mean, Kappa's going to be your next closest one, so if you'd like to save a few coins, I would go with him instead. So we'll throw him on the bench there. So you've got a little bit of pace in the fullbacks. That's enough pace to get a functional defense. Going into the center backs, actually, I was quite surprised by this center back pairing and how affordable they are at this stage of the game. Usually anything with pace, the back line is going to be expensive. So we're going with Nacho Fernandez as our center back. 78 pace, 80 defending. Not that bad of a card. Obviously struggles in passing, so if you're one of those that likes to pass out of the back, which isn't exactly the thing to do this year, if you're one of those that likes to pass out of the back, may not be the card for you, but he honestly is a great card. And then onto our right center back, we have Bartra, who does take a bit of a hit in pace, but the same defensive. He very, very much reminds me of Lindelof. He is basically, if you compare it, basically the La Liga version of Lindelof, which Lindelof is great. So, if he plays anything near what Lindelof does in the Prem, this can be a great center back. So, moving on to the goalkeeper, there were a lot of options, and honestly, you can pick any of these goalkeepers that are decently rated, because there are so many options for goalkeepers. Pacheco's obviously a staple in our stream. Seems like everyone loves him. So he's a really good option. He's also 800 coins. He's just above discard price. But we're going with Aitor. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I apologize. I haven't. So we're going with Aitor as our goalkeeper. Excuse me. And that basically rounds out our La Liga starting 11, starting squad. So you can see it's 55,500 coins. So we did go slightly above that 50,000 coin threshold. But at the start of the game, this is honestly a really good squad. 82 rated, and you basically check off all the boxes. You've got pace in your back line. You've got a good goalkeeper. You've got some good defensive work in your midfield. Your wingers are pacey and can whip in across. And your strikers are clinical. I mean, having them have the 4-star weak foot is massive. If you're not a skiller, then 3-star is fine. 4-star obviously is plenty. And both your wingers have 4-star weak foot and 4 and 3-star skills respectively. And your midfield, not the best for having a midfield for the weak foot, but it works. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel a ton. We are getting closer to 250. The goal for the end of 2020 was 250 subscribers. We are halfway there. If you like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below what I got wrong on this video. If you think I should have changed something, let me know down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.